Hi, I'm Kabir Singh. I'm a teaching artist at USC Pacific Asia Museum. Today I'll be guiding you through several kinds of meditation that you can practice at home or wherever you are. I'm an arts educator, writer, and meditator. I've been teaching in art museums for over a decade, and my mother is a meditation teacher who introduced me to meditation when I was very little. So I've been practicing meditation in some form or another for most of my life. Today, the main focus of our time together will be two different forms of a practice called loving kindness meditation, where you are wishing happiness and well-being for yourself and for all sentient beings. I once led this meditation as an English component of an otherwise Thai language radio program when I was a child in elementary school. So I'm excited to return to this practice as an adult with you all at USC Pacific Asia Museum. Just like last time, we'll start off by grounding ourselves in where we are and in our breathing. And we'll also end with what I like to call looking meditation, which is a combination of both art and meditation. Last time, I gave you some techniques for counting your breath, for walking meditation, and some prompts for writing meditation inspired by Natalie Goldberg. So please look to that video if those are some things that you would be interested in. So first off, I want to define meditation or mindfulness. I use the two terms interchangeably sometimes as keeping one's consciousness alive to the present reality. So today with loving kindness meditation, that ends up being that you are keeping your consciousness alive to yourself, to your present reality that is closest to you, and to all living beings and their happiness and well-being. So just like last time, I will be sounding a meditation bell to mark the beginning and end of each meditation. I use a singing bowl as my bell, but at home when you're doing other practices, you can use anything, even a gentle alarm on your phone can work. And throughout our session, I'll also share images from USC Pacific Asia Museum's collection on the screen, which you can choose to focus on or close your eyes. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'm excited to get started. So we'll begin with this small stone Buddha from Thailand on our screen. And it is 9.5 inches tall and 7 by 7.25 inches wide. And one of the things I love about leading a meditation online is the ability to look closely at artworks in USC Pacific Asia Museum's collection that are very small. So depending on the size of your screen, you could even be seeing this work of art as larger than life or to scale. So we'll begin by just noticing how we're seated or standing wherever we are. And like I said last time, in the image that you see of the Buddha here, this is an image of the historical Buddha, Buddha Shakyamuni, whom Buddhists believe lived about 2,500 years ago and is often depicted meditating, though also depicted in other stances as well. But the position that this Buddha is in, either a full lotus or half lotus with legs crossed over the other, that's for many people what comes to mind when they think of meditation. But you needn't be in that position in order to meditate. You can, if it feels comfortable, you can choose to especially if you have a cushion that's going to support you on the floor. But you can also choose to sit in a chair, on a sofa, stand. Choose whatever feels comfortable. That's really key as we are going to begin to just focus on and notice our surroundings. So whether you're seated or standing, just begin to notice how you're touching the floor. So if you are seated, try to have your feet touch the floor if that's possible. If you're standing, stand with your legs at hip width. So coming down rather than right next to each other, kind of together, spread them out a little bit as if have your legs come directly straight down from your hips. And that'll give you a little bit more support for your whole body if you're standing. Whether you're seated or standing, start to straighten your back. Um, Stand with your, raise your head. Um, Keep your shoulders down, however. Often when we straighten our backs, there's a tendency to carry tension in our shoulders, and want to encourage everyone to just keep your shoulders down. You can have your hands clasped in your lap as this Buddha is doing, or you can choose anything else that feels comfortable. Hands at your side, hands on your lap, any position that's comfortable. So just notice how your body's feeling, either standing connected to the ground or in your chair. Notice the different points of contact that you have um, with your chair or with the ground if you're seated on the ground. And just start to notice, as you're noticing your body, also start to notice your breathing. No need to change anything now, but just notice, how are you breathing as you are naturally seated in the position that you are seated in. Think about um, think about whether you're breathing through your nose or your mouth. Think about how long your breaths are. Don't try to change anything just yet. Um, but now, once you've noticed that, transition to breathing with your nose if you weren't already breathing with your nose, and start to elongate your breaths. So just slowly, gently, don't do anything that doesn't feel comfortable throughout our entire practice, but slowly, gently, and carefully elongate your inhale, and slowly, calmly elongate your exhales. And just push each inhale and exhale to be slightly longer than the last. Again, making sure that you're staying within a comfortable limit. So if you get to a place where it feels uncomfortable, just revert back to what feels comfortable. But find that sort of comfortable, elongated breath, inhale and exhale. And then we're going to just sit with that for about a minute. I am going to sound the meditation bell to mark the beginning of this simple breathing meditation without my voice. And then I'll sound it again at the end of the minute to mark the end of that time. So let's begin. Okay. So we had just a little over a minute to be calmly and quietly breathing and noticing our breathing. And I'll always encourage reflection at the end of a practice like this. And just it's a time to think about how you're feeling right now. Notice um, what that's like, what you're feeling. If hopefully you are feeling a sense of calm that perhaps you didn't feel as you were sitting down um, to this today, and just notice those feelings, notice that, and think about how you might be able to take the practice that we just practiced with you to any part of your day. Even if you don't have a minute, but even 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds could have an impact on how you're feeling if you just need to take a little bit of time to watch your breathing do breathing through your in and out of your nose. So that's something that I want to give to you to think about. And so at any point you can reflect on this and you can take it with you. And if there were parts of this that were challenging for you, if you don't feel calm right now, that's okay. That's something to notice too. It is very possible that it's so easy for one's mind to wander as we are trying to keep our consciousnesses alive to the present reality. But it's all part of the practice, just noticing when our minds wander off and bringing them back. Notice that without judgment. Don't um, don't worry too much if you have trouble, especially at first or at any time that you're practicing this. If your mind wanders off, if you find yourself um, having trouble focusing, and just aim to bring yourself back. So um, we'll now transition towards loving kindness. And there are two forms of loving kindness that I'll practice with you all today. Um, I'm going to start with just a shorter form of the practice that you can take with you. Hopefully it's simple and you can remember it and you can practice this at any time, um, without necessarily having to see this video. On the screen right now, I'm sharing with you an image of Guanyin, or Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. This is a 19th century sculpture from China, made of jade, or of nephrite, a specific kind of jade. Um, and Guanyin or Avalokiteshvara are the bodhisattvas of compassion, which are slightly different from loving kindness. But this is a lovely sculpture in USC Pacific Asia Museum's collection, and I wanted to share it with you all. So with this shorter form practice, we are going to start by wishing ourselves to be well and happy, and then we will move outward to people in our household, people in our neighborhoods, our city, country, state, our city, county, state, country, continent, hemisphere, planet, solar system, galaxy, the entire universe. And then we'll come back. We'll come back once we've reached the entire universe, we'll come back stage by stage back to ourselves and end with ourselves. And this practice is beginning and ending with the present reality that you are experiencing right now, with wherever you are, and wishing yourself wellness and happiness, and moving inward and outward, outward and inward to everyone in all living beings in the world. So I'll sound the meditation bell to mark the beginning of this practice, and then I will sound it again at the end. May I be well and happy. May everyone in my household be well and happy. May everyone in my neighborhood be well and happy. May everyone in my city be well and happy. May everyone in my county be well and happy. May everyone in my state be well and happy. May everyone in my country be well and happy. May everyone in my continent be well and happy. May everyone in my hemisphere be well and happy. May everyone on this planet be well and happy. May everyone in this solar system be well and happy. May all living beings in the galaxy be well and happy. And may all sentient beings in the entire universe be well and happy. May all living beings in the galaxy be well and happy. May everyone in the solar system be well and happy. May all living beings on the planet be well and happy. May everyone in my hemisphere be well and happy. May everyone in the continent be well and happy. May everyone in the country be well and happy. May everyone in my state be well and happy. May everyone in my county be well and happy. May everyone in my city be well and happy. May everyone in my neighborhood be well and happy. May everyone in my household be well and happy. May I be well and happy. Thank you. So again, this is something you can easily practice at any time. And as you are practicing, visualize people and all living beings in these different spheres. And you are wishing happiness and wellness to everyone, and just keeping your consciousness alive to the present via reality, both in your immediate sphere and in all spheres of existence, too, all spheres of existence that you or we are aware of. So that's a simple practice that you can practice. Now, I'll transition to a longer loving kindness meditation practice. Um, this is the version that I shared on the Thai language radio program when I was an elementary school student. And so just as in this last version, we start with ourselves and our households and transition to neighborhood, and thinking big across places. In this longer practice, we'll also begin with ourselves, and just as a way to wish ourselves happiness and peace and prosperity, for ourselves first before we transition to wishing it to others. We'll wish well towards our teachers, our parents, our family, our friends. So, similarly, just sort of moving into larger circles. Um, we will then wish our enemies um, loving kindness, and that's really important to the practice. If there is anyone that you would consider an enemy, either personally or um, perhaps in a wider state, anyone that you might otherwise um, not necessarily wish well upon. It's important to wish well upon um, those people too, those individuals too. We'll then wish well to all known persons and all unknown persons, and then end by wishing all sentient beings um, happiness. So I will walk us through that practice now. I'm going to put up a different image on our screens, and this image is a seated Buddha from Sri Lanka, from the 17th or 18th century. It's bronze, and this image is this this sculpture, this artwork is very small in person. It is 2.5 inches high by 1 inch wide. So another instance in which you may be looking at this image even larger than it is in real life. But this image of the Buddha will be on your screen as I walk us through the longer form loving kindness meditation. So I'll begin. May I be well and happy, peaceful and prosperous. May no harm come to me, may no difficulties come to me, may no problems come to me. May I have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. May my teachers be well and happy, peaceful and prosperous. May no harm come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may no problems come to them. May they have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. May my parents be well and happy, peaceful and prosperous. May no harm come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may no problems come to them. May they have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. May my family be well and happy, peaceful and prosperous. May no harm come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may no problems come to them. May they have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. May my friends be well and happy, peaceful and prosperous. May no harm come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may no problems come to them. May they have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. May my enemies be well and happy, peaceful and prosperous. May no harm come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may no problems come to them. May they have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. May all known persons be well and happy, peaceful and prosperous. May no harm come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may no problems come to them. May they have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. May all unknown persons be well and happy, peaceful and prosperous. May no harm come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may no problems come to them. May they have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. May all sentient beings be well and happy, peaceful and prosperous. May no harm come to them, may no difficulties come to them, may no problems come to them. May they have patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in life. Whatever living beings there are, timid, fearful, strong, confident, long, greater, average, short, small, or large, living near or living far, born or coming to birth, may all beings be well and happy. May we all be well and happy. May I be well and happy. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be free from fear. May all beings be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. So thank you. So that is the longer form loving kindness meditation. And that, again, you can practice at any time, and as a way to visualize and keep your consciousness alive to your present reality and to the present reality of other people in your life and the people who are not in your life and all sentient beings. And you can um, you can think about this, recite it in your head, or just, as with either form, um, think about visualizing and wishing um, all the people in all these different groups, starting with yourself and ending with yourself, to be well and happy. So we will end today's meditation on a slightly different note. And that is the note of what I like to call a looking meditation. And so the image that's on your screen now is an example of another work of art that's in USC Pacific Asia Museum's collection. I was lucky enough to spend some time with it a few years back when it was part of a special exhibition. This is a robe or cape from Kazakhstan from the 19th or early 20th century, and it is made of silk. And I just found myself really drawn to this cape or robe when I saw it in the galleries, and so wanted to share it on the screen as an example of a work of art that you could spend up to 10 minutes with, or perhaps even longer than 10 minutes with, just meditating on. So if we remember our idea about mindfulness or meditation as keeping one's consciousness alive to the present reality, with a looking meditation, you are keeping your consciousness alive to what is directly in front of you, an artwork. And so there's many ways to do this at home. You can find an artwork on a screen that you'd like to have up. to be looking at. If you happen to have art books at home, you could take some time to find a reproduction in an art book that you would like to spend some time looking at closely. You can also, if you have any actual artworks in your house, you could spend time with those. And, they might not be the kinds of artworks that you might find in museums, but perhaps you have artworks by people dear to you, by children dear to you, or anyone else dear to you in your home that you could spend some time looking at. Or you can practice this the next time you're able to go to any kind of gallery or any place where there is art or public art. So for a looking meditation, I recommend um, choosing something that will interest you and will hopefully pick your interest for at least 10 minutes. And think about focusing your attention on that artwork for those 10 minutes. And I encourage, if you're in the if you've chosen an artwork, that there is something to read up about it, whether, in a museum gallery, it's usually there's a wall text that accompanies an artwork, or if you're looking at a book, there may be some text about the artwork. I encourage to start off by looking at the artwork itself and not engaging with any extra written matter about the artwork. And I do that just to encourage um, spending time with the artwork itself. When I know for many adults, when we go to museums, there's the tendency to read a wall label first before looking at an artwork, and perhaps even for many folks, the tendency to read a wall label, spend most of your time reading a wall label, and then a few seconds glancing at the artwork itself. And this practice of looking meditation, looking for a set amount of time, 10 minutes, or any other set amount of time that you want to commit to, is about inverting that and changing the amount of time that you spent with the artwork itself. And so I recommend starting with the artwork itself, devoting your time. Try to devote at least 50% of your time to looking at the artwork itself. If you choose to spend some time reading a label or reading supplementary information about the artwork, that's okay. Just notice that as a choice and do it. But try to make sure that you return to the artwork too. Encourage to do this in silence. Have it be something that is for you, and enjoy this time of close looking, this looking meditation. You can be breathing mindfully at the same time, if you're able to focus on both those things at the same time. Some people say it's challenging to breathe mindfully while also keeping your consciousness alive to something that's in front of you. So, do what makes sense for you, and hope you enjoy this practice of looking closely at an artwork for 10 minutes. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Um, It was a pleasure to lead the loving kindness meditation for you all, and breathing meditation, and give you the prompts for the looking meditation. And I hope you enjoyed this time, and I hope it gives you some feeling of calm and feeling of well-being while spending time at home or wherever you are. So take care, and thank you all so much.